Hundreds of little flames are reflected in the sea as dusk falls. In the large bay embraced by the Aragonese castle on one side and Carta Romana on the other, there is festivity in the air. It is the night of the 26th of July, and on the island they are celebrating the feast day of Sant'Anna. For over 60 years, people have flocked to this celebration to watch the parade of allegorical boats in the Bay of Sant'Anna. One after another, great floating sets file by, animated by figures moving to the sound of music. Every boat tells a story based on the most authentic island traditions. After the procession, flashes of fire suddenly light up the castle, re-evoking the cannon fire which in 1809 signaled the definitive decline of the fortress. Then, at midnight, the enthusiastically awaited firework display illuminates the sea and turns the night sky to day as a fitting finale to the event. Fireworks have always been the natural epilogue to all the festivities organized on the Green Island. Most of these festivities are associated with the religious traditions of the people of Ischia, traditions which are still deeply rooted today. Every village has its own church, an expression of the centuries-old devotion of the faithful to the saint to which the church is dedicated. Over the year, there is a succession of 42 religious feast days, all celebrated using age-old rituals which have been faithfully handed down over the centuries. The most popular feast days, which are celebrated with exceptional solemnity, are those in honor of the two patron saints of the island, Santa Restituta and San Giovan Giuseppe della Croce. The worship of the African saint is centered round the basilica dedicated to her honor in the main square of Lacco Ameno. There, for 3 days, the faithful come together from all over the island to take part in the moving religious ceremonies. 4 days of celebrations around the first Sunday of September take place at Ischia Ponte in honor of San Giovan Giuseppe, who was born there in 1654. The traditional religious ceremonies are held in the Church of the Spirito Santo, where the ancient and venerated statue of the patron saint is on display. Every 26th of August, feast day of Sant'Alessandro, a picturesque historical procession wends its way along the road between Ischia Ponte and the port. More than 200 participants wear historical costumes representing the island's clothing from the times of the early Greek settlements up to the Bourbon period, recalling the protagonists of Ischia's long history. After parading from the Aragonese castle along the main road of Ischia, the procession reaches the picturesque village of Sant'Alessandro as dusk begins to fall. All the local inhabitants take part, having also devised and organized the procession themselves, and every year the procession is ever more sumptuous and magnificent. September is the month which has the greatest number of events and festivals. One of the most popular events is Settembre sul Sagrato, a week-long festival of art and craft exhibitions, concerts, sports competitions and games in the town square, set in the surrounds of the 18th century church of San Pietro at Ischia Porto. Also in September, the main street of Lacco Ameno is transformed into an immense flowering garden to host Incontri nel Verde. The multicolored flower beds are the setting for musical evenings, painting and model-making exhibitions, and cultural events. An opportunity for both enjoyment and reflection, which confirms Ischia as an island for all tastes, all seasons, and for people of all ages.